I would like to give thanks to Stevie83 for reminding me one harmony also discovered the answer to the Mandela effect, just like Dale Dufay did and Bluebeard 2011 did. They all found the answer to the Mandela effect 7 years ago, but nobody was listening. And I also want to thank Stevie83 for reminding me that YouTube spells with the U. And I believe this person came from my planet because we both remember the orange sun. Thank you for watching. Get your popcorn ready. This is going to be a good one.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Mandela Effect. I have found the old Earth. My name is Byron Preston. Today is April 15th, 2016. I would like you to think for a moment, where is Earth in the Milky Way galaxy? Do you remember where Earth is in the Milky Way galaxy? Do you remember the spiral arms? Do you remember the names of them? Do you remember Earth being, our solar system being on the outskirts of the Milky Way galaxy? In the middle? In the center? Do you remember where it is? I want you to think about this for a moment before I tell you, because everyone wants to say, oh, you just have a bad memory. But I'm about to show you where you are in the universe, where you are in the Milky Way galaxy.
Jupiter does not have rings on this video.
Because it is nowhere near what I remember. Have you thought about it? You know, where were we? Do you remember how many light years across the Milky Way galaxy is? Do you remember our sister galaxies? How many light years from the center of the Milky Way galaxy is our solar system?
Please keep in mind that one harmony, Dale Dufay and Bluebeard 2011, they didn't know about each other, but they were talking about the same things. That's what freaks me out.
This, my friends, is the Milky Way galaxy. These are the spiral arms, and here is the center. Do you remember where our solar system is? I don't know how this happened, but the way I remember our solar system, this is a 1997 by Jerry Rodriguez. It says that you are here. This is exactly where I remember us being, on the outskirts of the Milky Way galaxy. Here's the Large Magellanic Cloud and the Sigdeg and other galaxies. I remember us being way out here. I don't know how this picture survived. How did this come here from the old Earth? Because according to NASA and all the astronomers and everybody today, this picture is completely wrong. However, this is deadly accurate. This is exactly the way I remember it. So let me show you where they say we are today. Lo and behold, here is the sun, and it is on the Orion arm. And, you know, you can see the outskirts of our galaxy, and here's the center. So from the sun to the center is now 25,000 light years. From the sun to the outer skirts is 25,000 light years. In other words, this solar system is right smack dab in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy.
Please keep in mind that this video has the new star system that we just discovered 3 videos ago. That means this video was made for this Earth. So I'm freaking out again because I don't remember seeing this star system when I watched this video 7 years ago. And this is one of the problems the Mandela effect brings to us. It brings confusion because it's very hard to understand it.
Anybody remember that way? I don't. I remember us being on the Sagittarius arm, and we are way on the outskirts of the Milky Way galaxy. Which, in other words, this is where our present location is. I remember us being exactly on the opposite side of the Milky Way galaxy. What's interesting is that, if you remember, we can't see through the galactic center. Radio telescopes try, but we can't. that's why I'm going to show you this picture. This is straight. Can you see this? Yeah. This is straight out of NASA.gov. They're showing the sun in the center, and then here's the galactic center. And here they're showing us on the Orion arm, but I remember us being on the Sagittarius arm, completely over here on the outskirts of the Milky Way galaxy. Which means that you can't see the old Earth through the center. So these two Earths are not aware of each other.
Please keep in mind that this guy's pretty smart, but me and Sandy Diva discovered this new star system. Why did he not discover it when he was here?
Let me make this more clear. There's what is known as, it's called the observation shadow of the galactic core. We can't see, there's a shadow we can't see through. So the two Earths are completely hidden from each other. There's a lot of theories about, timelines, time travel, CERN, timelines, realities melting, this and that, and all kinds of cuckoo crazy stuff people are talking about, which is perfectly sound according to quantum physics. It's really not cuckoo crazy, it's sound. However, when you are a scientist, you have to be an observer, and whatever makes the most logical sense, well, that's usually what it is. The most logical sense to all the geography changing. How does South America move 1,000 miles and Australia move 1,000 miles, and how the human anatomy change, and how did major events happen? How are some people that were dead now alive?
Here you go, folks. This is the answer to the Mandela effect.
It's because this is a mirror solar system. It's a sister solar system. It's an identical, well, not identical, but it's basically it's a copy. So that is why everything seems the same, but things are slightly different.
He said different, not changed.
So then you say, well, how is everything on the other side of the galaxy so close to this one? This is what drove Albert Einstein completely nuts. There's this thing called singularity, where a particle on one side of the universe, well, let's say it went up here and took a right turn, on the other side of the universe, it do the exact same thing, go up and take a right turn. And it did it instantaneously, which violated Einstein's theory of relativity that nothing can move faster than the speed of light. However, when you go into quantum physics, all the rules are completely different, and it makes perfect sense. And they say there's basically a string kind of thing between the two particles, and that's why when one particle does one thing, it does the exact same thing to its sister particle on the other side of the universe instantaneously at the same time. So when something happens on the old Earth, it instantaneously happens on this Earth. However, there is a slight difference.
I believe he's talking about quantum entanglement, quantum physics, and the string theory.
It's not an exact copy. And that's why we're seeing these slight differences that we call the Mandela effect. So then you ask the question, why was I moved here? I've done a lot of, Google chat rooms, a lot of surveys, a lot of data gathering. And from what I've gathered is the folks that were moved here that are experiencing the Mandela effect, they're extremely empathetic people. They have very high ethics. They're the type of person that if a spider's in their house, they're going to pick it up on a piece of paper and carry it outside and let it go along its merry way. They tend to be against abortion unless it's going to threaten the mother, or the mother, the person was raped. They're very empathetic, highly ethical, spiritually evolved people. And it's my theory that we were moved here to raise the consciousness of this planet. We are, as people hate using the word raise the vibrational frequency, but we are here to raise the vibrational frequency, to raise the consciousness, to help bring this solar system, the folks on this planet, into a new area of enlightenment. We are here to enlighten these folks and to help them move along their evolutional path. So you have been chosen. It is an honor and a privilege to help the people that are here. That is your mission, that is your goal, and that is what we need to do.
He's talking about the Orion people and how to be positive to help this earth.
They're going to call us crazy, insane, everything else, but we just have to get over it and move along with our mission and to help raise the consciousness of this planet and bring it into the next era. Which, a lot of people that are more familiar with the solar system than I am have commented on how stars in there are closer than they should be. The light year distance between stars are off. Like Orion is different, which I've noticed. Everything you look in the sky, and pretty much the entire sky is wrong. The precession of the equinox is completely different here. If you're in astronomy,
And this is what freaks me out. One Harmony, he already knew we were on a different star system 7 years ago.
you may remember this better than I, but the progression of the equinox is completely changed. There's actually a 13th sign here, which doesn't exist on our world. When the astronomy, astrology, the signs begin on different dates and end on different dates. I happen to be a Sagittarius. I'm very familiar with my sign. I know when it begins. I know when it ends. It's completely different here.
I'm freaking out again. How did he know about the horoscopes changing 7 years ago? I just found out about it 2 years ago.
You might even be a different sign here. The whole solar system and all the stars is 100% completely different, yet it's so similar that you're really not going to notice the difference unless you really look at it closely.
So right now I'm having a brain fart because this One Harmony dude, nerd, geek, he's very smart. He figured out the Mandela effect 7 years ago, but I never caught on to it until now. He's talking about everything that Dale Dufay was talking about and everything what Bluebeard was talking about. How did they know all this without meeting each other? That's the puzzle I'm having right now. It's called a brain fart. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to this channel. He is very smart. He knows what he's talking about, the Mandela effect. And thank you for watching. See you on the next video.